Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to adjust the shoes on your snowblower. The first thing you want to do is get it on a flat, level surface, and in my case, I'm right here in the garage. Next thing you're going to do is lift the snowblower up because you want to put some spacers underneath. So in my case, I'm just going to go ahead and lock her up in like this. Now I have a gravel driveway, so I want a little bit of space above it so I'm not picking up rocks. So I think 3/4 inch is going to do it for me. So we're going to go ahead and slide 3/4 inch plywood underneath this in a couple spots, and then we'll go ahead and drop the snowblower back down. Okay, so now we got it back down, and I can hook my hand underneath there a little bit, so that'll be up off of the driveway, so I'm not scooping up rocks and shooting those all over the yard as well, because that would not be good. Next thing you're going to want to do is get the wrench you need to loosen up the nuts on your shoes, and in my case this is a 1/2 inch. Now these are carriage bolts, so on the back side they're kind of square, so they lock in, so you don't need a second wrench on the other side to hold it. So that's good, but they are lock nuts, so oh, there we go. That one's loose a little bit. Just loosen them all up a little bit and see if we can get it to move, because we can definitely see it's not sitting flat. And this is a good case for a ratcheting wrench. This is just a standard wrench here, 1/2 inch. Let me show you something that's going to work a little bit better for this. So again, this is my standard one. This is also a 1/2 inch wrench, but it has a ratcheting head, so it's going to save me quite a bit of work as far as pulling the wrench on and off. You know, a great tool to have in the shop. So where these are not really super tight, I can just do this to get them where I want them. Speeds the process up again. You know, just another good reason why to have a variety of tools in your shop, so you can do these kind of jobs without making it take extra time. You're going to get those loose enough as you can move this foot around, as you can see here. Once you got those loosened up, you can see you can now shift this thing around you want. You actually have another hole in this one if you want to adjust it one way or the other. So I'm just going to make sure all the dirt's out from under it. Bring it down to the ground like that so it's flush. Remember, we have it sitting on those 3/4 inch pieces of plywood, so we want it to ride on these shoes so we're not scooping up dirt. Then we can go ahead and take our 1/2 inch wrench and tighten things back up. Now when I use these ratchet wrenches, I don't use them to really crank things down tight. I use them to get them to where they need to be, and then so I'm not really putting a lot of pressure on that ratcheting portion of it. I'll go back to my regular wrench, but this saves you getting down there like that, and then I'll come back with this and really tighten things up. Just a way to make your ratchet wrench last a little longer without putting undue stress on it, but yet still saving you a bunch of work. So now we have that foot down where it needs to be. We got to go ahead and repeat that process on the other side. Now we're going to go ahead and lift the snowblower back up off the ground. I got the other side, the other shoe all adjusted as well. We'll go ahead and remove the 2 pieces of plywood, and then we're going to go ahead and test it, put it back down, and see how it sits. All right, she drops right down on her feet like we want. So you can see we're right down on the feet now, and we have a little bit of space underneath here, so we're not going to be scooping up a bunch of rocks when we snowblow. So that's, in my opinion, how to properly set up your snowblower, especially if you have a gravel driveway. Now, you may want to go a little bit more space or a little less, but the important thing is to have it riding on these feet. It's going to do 2 things. You'll save your snowblower from wearing out prematurely, because if you don't have those adjusted correctly and it's sitting down on this thing, especially if you're on gravel, it's just going to wear this blade out a lot faster, and these can be replaced, you know, relatively easy with no problems, and saves on your snowblower. So yeah, so important to get your snowblower adjusted properly, but also it's great to have the right tools to do it. So I'll put a link in the description for a couple of these tools. Ratcheting wrenches are super important to have. You know, they're not necessities, but if you're trying to get a job done quicker and more efficiently, then these work fantastic. So I'll put a link in the description for these as well, so you can check them out and see if it's something you're interested in. Hey, thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please push that like button, subscribe, comment, come back often for more videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Winter is coming.